Vikings officially picking 23 in the 2023 NFL Draft. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar, and yes, unfortunately, it is time to talk a little bit of draft because our season is over. We are picking 23 in this draft. That is set. That is set in stone. That is until we make some sort of crazy-ass trade. But before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the videos. We've gotten a handful of new subs over the last couple days. Greatly appreciate it. If you're watching, hit that sub button. Boom, boom, boom. We're trying to get to 9,000 subs. But let's talk draft. We're not going to be talking prospects or anything, just the fact that we're picking 23. We're going to look at some prospects, but 23. Vikings got a little bit of history at 23. The last player we took at 23, Christian Darrisaw. Worked out pretty damn good. Other than that, Laquan Treadwell and Sharif Floyd. There you have it. There you have it. So 23, it's been okay for us. If Sharif Floyd didn't get injured, he probably would have had one hell of a career. Darrisaw is an absolute beast. But let's look at 23. Let's look at the prospects that we're going just off of Draft Networks. Depending on what you're looking at, I mean, I'm not going to get too bent out of shape of the actual rankings here, but this gives us at least an idea of what we're looking at as far as the top prospects in this draft class. Yes, this will change probably 9 million times before the draft, but let's just take a look at it for fun. Obviously, the big boys up front, Will Anderson, Carter. Damn, that would be nice, but that is never, ever going to happen. What I really look at as this is not really the names, it's the positions. Because there's positions that the Vikings clearly are going to have nothing to do with, which will then gratefully bump some players back to us. So I love the fact that there's Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, some cornerbacks, some tight ends, some offensive tackles that we are going to have nothing to do with. So our pick at 23 really isn't 23. It's more like, well, let's look at it. So I whited out all the guys that we probably won't have any desire in taking, mostly positions, not really the players. So when you look at it, you know, we're not going to get some of these top guys, but all these guys in white doesn't matter. So we're already picking like 14, which is wonderful. And then you got to take into consideration the fact that there's always some crazy ass picks. So 14, all of a sudden it's like 11. So we're picking 11. See what I'm doing here? Positive thinking, positive spin. So let's look at some of these guys. When you look at the Vikings, and Lupagus and I are going to be doing a video on like the top needs as of right now before free agency. Things that stick out to me, obviously defense, cornerback, defensive line. We could be looking at needing a couple of new inside linebackers. Wide receiver is on there. So a lot of positions to look at. And thankfully, when you look at this, there's some edge rushers, there's some receivers, a lot of cornerbacks. Cam Smith is a guy that everybody seems to absolutely love. Joey Porter Jr., probably a little bit of a pipe dream at 23, but he is a guy there. And some interior defensive linemen, some edge rushers. So just looking at this gets my purple parts pumping because it is draft season, and damn it, I can't wait. So pick 23. It's in the books. We will see. As we know, we only have 4 draft picks right now. Yes, we will be getting some comp picks, and who knows what kind of wheeling and dealing we will be doing. But it is time to get familiar with some of these guys. It is time to start doing our homework. We're going to be doing some videos hot and heavy over the next couple months about prospects, hopefully bringing some guys on for some interviews, some of those prospects to get them know a little bit better. But let me know initial thoughts at pick 23. Is there a position? Is there a player you want? Put them down in the comments. Hit that sub button, and we'll be back later talking some free agency.